Hello everyone, welcome to Lever Guns 50. Today we're doing a special request. A lot of people have been requesting us to strap the gelatin down so it don't go flying. Now you know with your smaller calibers that don't send it flying, it's there's no need to strap it down. But when you get up into the 5110 and bigger and more powerful cartridges like this big old 5110, that produces over 6,000 foot-pounds of energy, these things go flying sometimes 10 feet in the air. So we got it strapped down like popular request, and we're going to see what it does. Now I think that it's going to damage the block of gelatin because of these straps being on here, but I'm not 100% sure. Or it's going to break the straps. I'm not sure what's going to happen, but we're fixing to find out. And this is a special requested thing that people have been asking for a while. Is why don't we strap down the block of gelatin? Well, we're going to find out. Maybe that's a good option. Maybe we should be strapping it down. But there's only one way to find out. We're going to shoot this thing with a 300 grain Fury bullet, doing almost 3,000 feet a second, and see what happens. Okay, we're going to weigh this whole board here, just to give us an idea with these blocks on it, how much it weighs, and it weighs 79 pounds. Here's that 500 grain Hawk bullet after going through the ballistic gelatin. As you can see, it knocked that whole 79 pound chunk of board up off the table with the gelatin on it. It's all together with the gelatin and everything is 79 pounds, but it lifted it completely up. That was over 6,000 foot-pounds of energy. This ballistic gelatin, you know, each one of these weigh about 17 pounds, plus this 8x8 log. I mean, that thing is heavy. You know, I can't imagine how that ballistic gelatin just, you know, absorbs the power of that bullet, and then somehow it picks up that whole log like that. Obviously the log, you know, it's gotten rotten in its interior, which I see it's broke out some of this when that bullet impacted it. But I'm surprised that it doesn't cut the ballistic gelatin with these straps. I mean, they did put some pretty rough pressure on it. And I mean, I think for me, we're gonna try another shot. We're gonna put a rubber pad down or a foam rubber and see if that don't stop it from going somewhere. Try that out to see what that does, because I think strapping it down is not the route I would, you know, normally go. But I think a rubber pad up underneath of it, like a foam rubber, I think the ballistic gelatin will expand down. The only thing that's going to carry it will be the bullet stopping in it. But as far as this, it's probably not going to jump off as hard. I've seen other people shoot it. Target Suit shot it like that, or Target Sweet. He shot it like that with a rubber pad underneath of it, and it didn't go anywhere. But of course, he wasn't using something as powerful as this, but I think he was using a 4570 or something. But I think that's the interesting thing that we might try next. I'll see if I can't find a piece of foam rubber, and we'll set it down here and shoot a block of gelatin and to see if it goes flying or if it sits there. But whatever you do, stay tuned, because we got a bunch of bullets coming up that was sent over to us from Germany. We're going to shoot them out of the 4590. But I just wanted to throw this quick videos in there shooting this ballistic gelatin. And you know, I actually, when I seen how high up this rose, and especially, you know, in the, it actually come completely off of the table when I shot it with that 500 grain bullet. That was amazing. So I'm glad I tied it down just because it gets you, you're able to see the full blast of that bullet hitting the impact of it, what it can do. You know, if you think about it, you're lifting up nearly 80 pounds of weight off the table. That's pretty significant. You know, I seen Kentucky Ballistic, he was using one of those punching things, and the bullets were given very little reading on that punching thing. But I'm wondering, you know, because this right here is obviously, you can't punch it hard enough to pick it up like that. There's no way. But you could see the power imparted unto this ballistic gelatin and this log and the whole everything. You see it caused the inside to go ahead and fall out. It was pretty solid. And it's, you know, lift the whole thing off the table. That's 79 pounds. I'm pretty sure somebody'd have to punch awful hard to get 79 pounds to go anywhere. So that's some of my thoughts on it. And if you guys have thoughts on stuff like this, you know, share it in the comments. I wonder what kind of physics it takes. I mean, obviously we know foot-pounds of energy. That was 6,270 foot-pounds of energy. So I'm guessing that, you know, that's the same amount of energy it took to move all this. And I'm pretty impressed, and I hope you guys enjoyed that part of the video. So I'm gonna get set up here and set the ballistic gelatin on some foam rubber, and we'll just see what it does. Well, I really had a good time setting this all up and doing this. And, you know, we got to see the raw power of the 5110, picking up that whole 80-pound block with them gelatin strapped down to it, flipping it up, you know, like, I don't know, about that far, I guess. And then you saw the other end actually come off the table too. I think that 5110 is one of my favorite calibers for testing all this kind of stuff with, because it has so much raw power, up to 6,400. This particular load, you know, had 6,270, which is getting close to, you know, the maximum load, but it wasn't quite max. So anyhow, I like this kind of stuff, and I hope you guys will give me more ideas. And if you guys want to start discussions in the comments, that's good too, because I read all the comments, I read the discussions you guys get into. I really appreciate everything you guys do. I hope you hit the thumbs up, and I hope you subscribe, because I'm having fun making this kind of stuff, and I hope you guys are having fun coming along with me. God bless each and every one of you. I'll see you on the next video.